Yvonne vid. Oh, I guess there is that.
Hi, yes, it's me, Disguised Toast. I know I haven't uploaded in like a month. Truthfully, is because I'm playing a lot of Elden Ring, and I forgot how to do other things. So I need to make a video, and I was thinking like, what do people like to see? Well, me. So I figured we can do one of those things that people do on the internet, which is Google themselves and answer questions.
Oh my God,
Google autocomplete interview. Yes, there it is. I saw Tom Holland did one of those, and I'm not Tom Holland, but yes, welcome to the Disguised Toast Google autocomplete interview video featuring me, Disguised Toast. Here we go. We start with the is question.
Wait, what happened here? What?
Autocomplete interview video featuring me, Disguised Toast.
Who dis? Who's Disguised Toast? Who is this? I don't know this guy.
Here we go. We start with the is questions. Oh, is Disguised Toast Korean? No, I am not Korean. I was born in Taiwan. Does that make me Taiwanese? Well, that's a question for China and Taiwan to work out. This is not a political video. Although my mom was born in Korea, so maybe that's why people think I'm Korean. Next up, we have...
I still can't... I hope Toast never sees this. Don't clip it. But I still think his mom is so freaking cool. Okay, I don't know. I just find it so intriguing when one person speaks like 50 languages and Toast's mom speaks like all those languages. Like when I met her for the first time, it was so cool because she spoke Korean to me and also Cantonese to me, and then you know there's the English, a bit of English in there, and then obviously she speaks like Mandarin to Toast, and I assumed like she probably also speaks a bit of Taiwanese, and I was just God dang, that was really cool. It was really cool. Many languages.
Toast.
Super cool.
Still on Facebook. No, I am no longer on Facebook. I am on twitch.tv/disguisetoast. I made the switch over about 5 months ago. But now it's like, oh, if I play with Disguised Toast and I'm also streaming on Twitch, he's gonna get all my viewers because he's so handsome and entertaining. Maybe if you watch this video in a year or two, I might be somewhere else. But for now, I am on Twitch. Next, is Disguised Toast vegan? No, I'm not vegan.
Vegan.
I like to eat meat, but big respect to people who are able to stay vegan. It's not easy, but
definitely not
boy,
vegan.
do I love eating animals. Is Disguised Toast in the next Shang-Chi movie? As of March 10th, no, I'm not in the next Shang-Chi movie. They haven't contacted me about it yet. I know they start filming probably in the next year, so we still have some time left to go. But no, I'm currently not in the next Shang-Chi movie. Moving on to the does question. Does Disguised Toast have tattoos? No, my mom said I can't have any tattoos, but Mom, if you're watching this, I'm gonna get a tattoo no matter what you say. There's nothing you can do about it. But I don't have any tattoos. I have put on fake tattoos for pictures just to see what it looks like. And it looks kind of cool. You know, it's kind of cringe to wear it all the time. So I do want to get real tattoos one day. I don't know what would be the most badass. I'm having this identity crisis between being a funny guy and a cool guy. I've stayed pretty much a funny guy in my entire life, but recently people have been like,
whoa, Schrodinger Lee, thank you so much for the raid. We are the rats, we lurk at night. Oh, any rat jammers in the chat? Well, you guys know what to do. We lick our raiders here, but don't worry, we are vaxxed. We do a little bit of licking. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much to the host and raid. I hope you had a great stream. For those of you who are new here, I'm Wendy or Natsumiii. Actually, you guys are here at a funny time because in very, very shortly, I'm actually going to be getting a little bit of a makeover done. For those of you who don't know, I am engaged and my wedding is going to be at the end of this year. So I have someone coming over right now to do a trial makeup and hair session. So I'm going to be doing that shortly. But until then, I'm just hanging out with chat and just talking and whatnot. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good stream. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great stream as well and hope you have a good rest of the day. Okay, nice flex. Listen, your time will come someday or another. Maybe you won't. You know what? It's fine to live single. You know, it's actually really funny because I've been watching these Korean dramas and one of them is called 39 and it's really freaking sad. But there's also this other one that I'm watching like 5 different dramas all at the same time, but one of them is called like Love and Forecast and whatnot. And then one of the ladies in it, she was just like, don't get married. You'll regret it. Spend your life doing things you want to do. It's like the moment you have kids, it's over. And I'm like, I'm getting married. I'm just like, anyways. It's not that. Listen, I feel like there's like great things that come with both, you know, like there's great things that come with being married and having kids, and there's also great things that are just like not being married and having kids. And there's also a great thing about being married and not having kids, or just not getting married at all or having kids. You know, I think there's good things about every point of view, and I'm hoping that I'm hopiuming that, you know, I'm getting married and then someday I'm gonna have 1 or 2 kids, maybe 1 first, and then we'll see. I don't know, man. You know, actually, I've asked my mom once, I was like, do you ever regret like having kids? Or actually both my parents. I asked my parents, like, do you guys ever regret having kids? And my parents were like, no. I feel like most parents say no, but there are some people who do say yes, they regret it. But most parents say no. I think they think the joy that comes from like having kids. Okay, that's granted. You don't raise demon children, because I feel like sometimes no matter what you do, you RNG really bad, and then you get that one bad kid, and like you don't know what to do with them. Like, what do you do if your kid ends up, you know, doing bad things and you just can't do anything? No, children are definitely RNG. I'm telling you, kids are RNG. No matter how great you are as a parent, sometimes just like the smallest, weirdest thing it can go wrong, man. Or maybe they were just wired differently, you know, brain chem gone wrong, or bad RNG. You know, you Gamba, your kids are Gamba. You can't just roll again. It doesn't work like that. This isn't Genshin. You can't re-roll. It's bad. Yeah, it's like nature versus nurture, but sometimes nurture isn't enough. You know, hopefully, you know, my rolls are good, because listen, Abe is pretty damn lucky because he got 1385 with 144 fails. I'm not hitting pity on my kids, okay? Listen, we gotta hit those. If we're having a kid, we gotta hit those. You know, we gotta hit tier 3 children immediately on the 10%, okay? We can't be hitting pity on the kid rolls. No.
Hey, Toes, you look cool. You look
We
good.
need a 5-star child.
It's kind of like messing with me. It's like, oh, I'm cool. That means I can't be cringe. But I don't like that because I like being cringe. Does this guy's Toast have a sister? Yes, I do have one older sister
Cutie.
and one older brother. You may have seen them.
This picture is so funny. Wait, go back. He looks so he looks like
older sister
PPW
and
here.
one.
Doesn't Toast look exactly like PPW? Like like quite literally like PPW, dude. Oh, it's too funny.
Older brother, you may have seen them. in my stream every now and then, Jenny and Jimmy. My name's Jeremy. You can see how creative our parents were with naming us. They just opened the big book of names, went to the J section, and picked the 3 names next to each other that was the most common. Growing up with a sister, I think, is what made me very understanding of women and the struggles in this male-dominated world. I like to think of myself as an ally. Big shout out to my sister. Does this guy's toast have photographic memory? I assume this question comes from my Among Us videos, where I would remember the colors of people who cross like a certain point in my head. No, I don't have a photographic memory. What was I saying? I do remember all the wrong things someone has ever done to me though. Like how this girl in university once turned me down and seared into my brain. Her response was, "Oh no." What's the question? Does this guy's toast have merch? Oh, what a great question to ask.
She's gonna be here shortly, so probably within like the next 10 minutes. She's like 2 blocks away, so she has to like come here and park and then come up, but she's very close. Just underscore them. Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back for 4 months. Thank you.
I don't know.
The makeup and hair artist.
Let me
Keurig, thank you for the 23 months.
Almost 2 years Natsumiii.
Yes, ish. I do have my disguised toast plushies. I priced it at low as possible. I make $1 for every single plushie I sell. I think we sell it for like $25. As for the hoodie I'm wearing, I am trying out the idea of quote-unquote merch, but I generally don't like influencer merch because I feel like people buy them mainly to support their favorite influencer. I don't really want your guys' support financially speaking anyway. I thought it'd be cool to make clothes that look nice and feel good. Like, I like this one. What about it says this guy's toast to you? Absolutely nothing. But of course, I'm the most biased person you can ask. This will probably come out at the middle of the year, middle of 2022. It's gonna be really expensive though, but it's very custom made. I'll most likely do a video breaking down the cost. For the record, those other Google interview questions are done by professional production companies. I just had an assistant print these out. Bear with the scuffness. Thank you. Did this guy's toast go to college?
Yep.
Yes, I went to the University of Waterloo, famous for their computer science and accounting and engineering. And as you can imagine, it attracts a lot of Asians and a lot of guys, as was 90% of my peers. Great times. Great times.
So, for those of you who don't know, I'm also from Canada, and I graduated from the University of Toronto with a Bachelor of Music and Piano Performance. So I was in my own league of nerds because I was a music piano major. But as a fellow Canadian, all we know is if you go to Waterloo, it's just a bunch of nerdy guys. And it's just nerdy guys, many nerdy guys. And then I'm just like, well, if there's many nerdy guys, that means that the girls that attend there, listen, nerdy isn't bad. I'm just saying there's many nerdy guys. That's okay. I was in a league of my own nerds myself. Nerd is great. Anyways, so I was just thinking, I was like talking to my Waterloo friends and I was like, wait, well, if there's less guys, doesn't that mean that the few girls that are there are cherished? And they're like, yeah, they flock to them like bees. I'm like, oh God, it's bad. It's bad.
No, it wasn't, because we have an internship program. Every summer, everyone goes on an internship program. And I got assigned to this company in California for mobile game development, which I've done before. 2 weeks later, the company I was supposed to work at went bankrupt.
There's this one thing, this pause screen. This one thing I like to say before, okay, actually, funny story. When we were in university, I had a really, really close friend of mine in university who was notorious for having very short crushes on guys. But for some I didn't think they were that good looking, but she thought they were really good looking. And then she would show a picture of the guy that she had a crush on to her mom and her sister, her younger sister. And they'd be like, he's okay, you know, and then I also saw him in real life and I'm like, he's okay. And so we came up with this phrase, which I still think is what's the word? Applicable to this day. And I say that guy or that girl looks good from far, but far from good. It's kind of savage, yeah, I know, but you know, like they look good from far away. Like you put on binoculars, like yeah, right, it looks good, and then you're like, listen. We came up with it because she notoriously always did that. She was just like, this guy is so good looking. And I'm like, he's okay. And then, you know, we would always, and she always had a 1 day crush too. It wouldn't be like, she would be like, this guy's so good looking. And then the next day she'd be like, yeah, maybe not. Next day, oh my God, I saw another really good looking guy. I'm like, are you sure?
Did this guy's toes get a cat? No, I did not get a cat. I am a perennial cat babysitter. All my friends have cats. I get the benefits of having pets by living with people with pets. And not the negatives, which is the bundle of sadness that will come in 10 years when they die.
He's gonna feel sad about it anyways. He's gonna feel sad about it anyways.
Quit Hearthstone. Great question. I did. About 2 years ago, I stopped playing Hearthstone, which is this card game made by Blizzard Entertainment. But recently, I started playing Hearthstone again. Actually, a couple months ago, I played it on stream, and I actually had a great time. Hearthstone's a fun game to stream. Because you get to talk. Did this guy's toast the final did question? Delete his Twitter. Yes, for a little while I didn't delete my Twitter. I just removed all my tweets and essentially muted everyone I followed. I didn't block them because when you block them, you unfollow them and they can't see your tweet and they think, oh my God, Toast, you're trying to say something to me. When it comes to influencers and streamers, they are very dramatic.
Right
a block is like a block or unfollow is essentially the biggest insult you can give another influencer. Apparently, it's like, oh, you're not following me on Twitter? Well, fuck you. So I actually came.
It's like I got so petty with Miss. I remember when we were hanging out with Miss, and he was like, Natsumiii, you're not following me. And I was just like, you're not following me. And he's like, fair. So he followed me and I followed him. There are people that I do follow that don't follow me though. Okay, don't get me wrong. There are people like that. But sometimes I'm a little petty.
Came back to Twitter to just post occasionally about my own stuff. It's not great stuff, but I no longer see any posts by anyone or any of the replies to my tweets really. Taking in all the stuff that's happening around me was destroying my mental health.
No.
A lot of times I would see like a streamer post like a selfie and then I see positive comments from people I know. I also know that these people posting the positive comments and the positive replies kind of talk shit about this person behind their back. And I couldn't reconcile that in my head. It's like, I couldn't handle that. Next up, we have, what is this guy's toast? We are getting philosophical here. What is this guy's toast real name? It is Jeremy Wang.
Wang.
Jeremy is a pretty damn nerdy name. Look, you could reinvent yourself when you go to college, so I just had this great idea. You know what? I said my name was Jayden, Jayden, because I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and the main character name is Jayden, and I thought, wow, that's a cool name. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! That was kind of cringe. My Chinese name is Wang Zeqi, for those who are interested in my Chinese name. What is this guy's toast
J-dubs.
IQ? I've never taken
recently,
a real IQ test, but the IQ I got from my Google test was 140, which is really high, and that's why I don't talk about it, because I don't like to brag, you know. It's 140. It's 140. Okay. What is this guy's toast haircut called? Damn, I don't know when this question was asked. Most likely, if I had to guess, this was asked when I was going through my quote-unquote glow up. So the thing I got was called a Korean wave perm, and you can Google it and show it to your barber. There's nothing wrong for guys to get perms, and there's definitely nothing wrong for guys to wear a little bit of makeup. I'm wearing a little bit of concealer right under my eye so I don't look like a panda. What is disguised toast known for? Like my persona, my brand has kind of shifted around over the years, but I've always been known as like the smart guy, the strategy guy, the high IQ guy. Like all the games I play, Hearthstone, TFT, Among Us, involve strategizing and outthinking my opponents and doing it in a very showmanship way. Lately, my reputation is that of a edgy jerk. I've had fans come up to me and like take a picture with me and say, "Wow, Toast, you're so nice," even though you're a huge asshole on stream. And I was like, "Wow, is that what people think of me?" I just really wanted people to
coming up the elevator.
Not put me on a pedestal, so I started being more mean. The human mind is weird in that way. I was so worried that people might think positively of me. I want to get ahead of it by being more of a jerk, but I'm a very nice boy. And the final board. How is this guy's toast?
Everybody asks what is this guy's toast, but they never ask how.
How did this guy's toast get famous? And this kind of the same as what is this guy's toast
This is not the same.
I played Hearthstone. I wore a mask, and then people were like, "Who's behind the mask?" And then I got unmasked. I like to think I was the original.
So baby in that.
How did this guy's toast lose weight? I was in Canada and isolated from my friends. I did have family, and they were really loving and nice, but I thought it would be cool in the 4 months that I was gone to lose as much weight as I could, so that when I returned to California, people would be surprised and I could get validation and that hit of dopamine when I get complimented. I'm a very shallow person. So I just ate less and exercised. I don't eat any processed sugar, so like no Coca-Cola. I drink Diet Coca-Cola, and also being really sad. Being sad is a great way to lose weight.
That is true.
And also I thought it'd be funny to be more attractive while being just as offensive and rude. How tall is this guy's toast? I am 5'7", which I know is short by American standard, and I'm very sorry to shatter all the dreams of the ladies out there who thought I was a tall boy, because you can't really tell on camera. But I'm 5'7". For those short kings out there, you'll find someone. Don't get too hung up on that fact. That's the one thing you can't control, and you should focus on the things you can control. Also, penis size.
Wait, what?